Hello folks, welcome to another video in the Microsoft Sim. This will be a Freeware Friday episode featuring the aircraft on your screen. This is an interesting looking beast, isn't it? This is the Microde or Microda. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. MXA, Light Sport Amphibian, a fictional aircraft which is based on loosely based on the Lisa Akoya. It's kind of in that mold, isn't it? Interesting looking aircraft. Amphibious, as I mentioned, which we will see during today's flight. Now you may have mentioned, the astute viewer may have noticed is the word I was looking for. Look who's up front. Now if you're thinking that Jude has returned to my life, you'd be incorrect. That's not Jude. That's her twin sister. Her name's Trude. Yes. Jude and Trude. This is Trude. Trude's French, which is why we find ourselves in a little place called Nice on the Côte d'Azur here in France. Lovely airport. This is one of the tarted up ones that come with the stock sim. The Nice airport. Lovely part of the world. I don't get here very often. So I thought, why not? Trude called, offered me her company, and if Jude's not going to play ball, I'm going to go for the next best thing, which is her sister. Anyway, folks, the focus of today's flight, or today's video, is a flight in this beast, the MXA Amphibian. Let me jump inside for you. This is what you see. It's there's not a lot to it. This is freeware and it's pretty good quality. I've flown it a couple of times in a previous iteration. This one was released or updated not too long ago, and kind of redone. The guy who developed this aircraft, the aforementioned Microde, is part of the Got Friends consortium. That's a big word. Got Friends development team. Probably doesn't want to be considered a consortium. Sounds a little bit too corporate. He's part of that mob that put out the Optica, which I featured not that long ago. Let me get the master on and the avionics on for you. The G3X is the avionics kit. Yeah, look, it's pretty well done. The modelling is nice. From what I remember, it flies pretty well. It's a fictional aircraft, so in terms of comparing it to the real thing, you can't. But yeah, it flew okay. I actually did a video of it. It never made it to the channel. I can't quite remember why, but there was probably a good reason, folks. But yeah, it's well done. It's a good bit of freeware, and boy, with the cost of living and the price of bloody add-ons, we could all use some quality freeware, right? I know I bloody well could. Anyway, we're going to go for a fly to nowhere in particular. We're in Nice, and we're going to sort of fly along the coast, I guess, heading sort of towards Monaco, which is sort of down there a bit, around the corner, and yeah, whatever. We'll land on some water. There's plenty of it. That's the plan, folks. I'll get us started, and we probably don't need to do too much to get us started. Is there like a fuel? Yeah, there's a fuel pump. We might put that on. Get some posies on. Do we have to worry about too much else? Probably not. Bang. Like that. You don't have to do much. I love it. Simple aeroplane starts. First time. Beautiful. Anyway, folks, I'll find us a runway to depart from, and we'll go flying. There's going to be 04 left, is what we're going to take. We're looking at a rotator just over 50 knots. Swing it around. Make it a rolling start. There we go. Head towards the hills. Nice long strip for us here. Don't know what the wind is doing. I'll straighten us up a little bit. Introduce some juice. There we go. Nose comes down. A little bit of stuttering. And we're rotating pretty bloody quickly. And my little one decides that she needs to be heard. She hasn't been heard on a video for a little while, so she decides to get in. There we go. She flies away quite well. Get flaps coming up. And we'll kind of just head towards the hills for a little bit. Come back on the juice. Now, there are different views that you can set up here with your layouts of your avionics. I'm just going to go with what I've been given there, folks. This is not an avionics review of any sort, and I actually don't like the G3X. It's my least favourite avionics setup here in this sim. But there we go. It is a beautiful part of the world. Lovely afternoon here, weather-wise. Take a view outside for you. There she is, the MXA Light Sport. Probably should have brought the gear in, fella. That would help. Yeah, hard to tell Trude and Jude apart, isn't it? They look remarkably alike. I said that Trude was French. Now that would probably make, logical sense would be that means that Jude is also French, but I don't think she is. She's an international woman of mystery, Jude. She sort of hails from an indeterminate location. Her accent is, well, it's a bit of a melange, is how I would describe it. You don't hear it in the videos, of course. She keeps it pretty quiet, doesn't she? Anyway, enough about Jude, because Jude's not on board. It's Trude. Trust me. I need to believe that, folks. I do make a lot of shit up, admittedly, but simming is a bit of an escape. We could all use a bit of an escape from time to time. This is pretty well done. That looks pretty good. The photogrammetry is not turned on, so those of you that do run that thing, I find it to be quite detrimental to performance. I've got a pretty slow internet connection, and photogrammetry doesn't make it better. So I run with it off. And the world looks pretty good to me here in the sim. Good enough for the old fella anyway. If you happen to be watching this and you hail from this part of the world, give us a shout. I don't think I have too many viewers that hail from en France, but if you do, give us a shout in the comments. We might make this a real short video. We might head back towards the field, and we'll land sort of close to the shoreline here somewhere. We'll come off the power. The best glide is what, about 57. All right, we'll come right off the power now. Glider in. The field will appear momentarily. There it is. There we go. So we'll head for the shoreline here.
500.
Thanks, Betty. So a little bit above best glide. Feels like we've got a crosswind from the sort of from the north, which is out to our right hand side. That's what it feels like in flight. Definitely way above best glide here, but we don't actually need to extend the glide. If anything, we need to reduce it. But yeah, good fun bit of freeware. Did I mention how much I appreciate that? These episodes, Freeware Friday, are shout outs to our wonderful, generous freeware development community. We'll take some flap. Thank you for making these products available to us for Nix. You can, of course, make a donation and that sort of stuff to help these guys continue developing freeware products for us. Yeah, definitely a crosswind from the right hand side. We'll take full flap now. Gear needs to remain up. .57 knots. Sort of try and touch down around about 50. There we go. Definitely going to land with that crosswind. And we should be hitting the water. We are going to bounce it a little bit, I think. Alright, now we don't have the water rudder deployed, so I'm just going to use the main rudder. With a bit of luck, if we keep the momentum going up and I put the gear down, will this work? Probably not. If I keep the power on, am I able to taxi up the beach? I am. Okay, so yeah, not too realistic, I don't think. There we go. Oh, what I say earlier, simming's an escape, folks. There we go. Get the flaps up. Try not to nose it over, mate. There you go. Folks, that's been the Freeware Friday episode featuring the MXA Light Sport Amphibian by our friend Mr. Microde. Sorry, mate. But thank you. Folks, and thank you for your company. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.